It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Golden Eagles, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should... The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 20. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, a 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also, when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the counter, here's Kamara.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So here in the heart of Mexico, this is a city that's hosted a handful of NFL games before, but now this is a different deal. A relocated franchise moving south of the border, playing here on a permanent basis.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for A.
Richardson off the play fake.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 36-yard line.
Now Richardson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hilton, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, You're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Tackle by Jordan Willis. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. St. Brown in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Richardson looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They find some open field here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give, right side for Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Richardson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Richardson. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Houston's offense taking over again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. They juked him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Second and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
They shakes him off. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Fields. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Texans.
Here's Fields. Finding room at midfield.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
To number 14.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Second and 3. At the 47.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Fields on first down.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans.
Back to throw, Fields.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw is Fields.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Fields throwing again.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Richardson's throw complete there to St. Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Richardson yet again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Richardson on third and short. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We get started.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up second down.
On the play, second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Richardson working from the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 60 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw here taken in by Knox.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fields.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields.
His throw incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans 1st down.
Now Fields.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Garrett Stingley.
Fields now to throw.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st down, Houston.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st down, Texans.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run it again with Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Justin Fields.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Richardson's throw complete here to Ayuk.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Texans 1st down.
Kamara up the middle. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Mexico City. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A give to Kamara running right. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor of this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Mexico City first down.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Now Richardson.
at the 47-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Richardson. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off play action, Fields. Working them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Now it's Fields.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Van Jefferson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Fields trying to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And quickly they get to the line.
Richardson now on 2nd down. He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 10 yards.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
11 more yards.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to the air with Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Richardson working from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There's a nice move. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson, 14 yards. And the Golden Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, they'll